love ya.
When you go into middle school, it's like you want to get a boyfriend before you go up to high school, where it's like you need to have a boyfriend in order to be cool.
But Caroline Johnson won't have a boyfriend. Not now, not in high school, not until she's ready to marry. Because already at age 12, she's taken a vow of purity. And it's not just about sex. No dating. Kissing?
No. I just want to make sure my first kiss is with the guy I'm going to be with forever.
Unthinkable for a lot of kids her age, but not for the other kids at her church.
Culture's going to challenge you really fast. Really quick. What do you mean you're not dating? They're going to say, well, you're weird.
Caroline's father, Ron, is the pastor. Each of her older siblings has already taken the purity vow.
I want one husband and one husband alone, and I want to have a successful marriage. And so I feel like if you date in high school, it's just setting you up for a divorce or practicing divorce.
I had so many friends that had situations where they just wanted to be loved because their parents haven't loved on them or anything, and they were talking to me like, oh, Caroline, do you have a boyfriend? We all do and everything. Like, we should, like, double date or something. It's like, I don't need a boyfriend. Yeah.
That's your dad.
Yeah. I don't need a boyfriend because I have my dad. That's already filled by a man.
And Jesus.
Yeah, and you.
You talk about yourself as your daughter's boyfriend. That's going to have a lot of people, make an awful lot of people uncomfortable. It's way too Freudian. How do you...
See, this is what I find absolutely humorous in our culture today, where something as pure as a daddy going out with his daughter on a date is twisted to make it seem like, as you mentioned, Freudian. I wasn't thinking about Freud at all. I was thinking about having a great time with my daughter. You know, I encourage my daughters to come sit on my lap. We snuggle. We sit by the fireplace. There's absolutely nothing sexual in that whole experience.
But if you talk to adolescent psychiatrists, what they say is the whole point of adolescence is for children to separate from their parents, to become independent, to seek your own kind of path. What do you make of that?
And I hear all that, but I think Jesus was better than Freud. I like his counsel better.
When each girl in the family is ready, she gets a purity ring as a symbol of her vow.
You'll get a wedding ring one day from your husband, and this is saving yourself until you get that wedding ring. Katie has her purity ring that she's had. I think it says love weight.
True love weight.
But this was Caroline's year. She's in 7th grade. She's maturing as a young lady.
I've been looking forward to it ever since 5th grade, so I'm really excited.
It's her father who will place the ring on her finger, telling her until she marries, he will be the man in her life.
Right here to the right is Katie's school, Crown Point High School, home of the Crown Point Bulldogs.
I actually had a really good day today.
Jesus loves us, I know.
But nobody's saying this is easy. Katie goes to a public high school. Her friends on the soccer team are worlds apart when it comes to dating.
So I think that you're the only one of your friends who's right?
Yeah, that's pretty safe to say.
Yeah.
I don't find it weird though. No, I think it's cool. Yeah, cool. I knew that she was like in church.
You guys all like date.
Yeah. I know.
Does it seem like it bothers me?
What?
That I'm not dating.
Oh. No. You have
I do. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I mean, sometimes it's like, oh, they're holding hands in the hallway. Oh. But then you see them break up a week later. It's like, that is why. So.
And sometimes, though, I think you need the experience at the same time because then it makes you a better, smarter person.
You're more prepared to like future relationships, like your marriage. Yeah.
Father, we just thank you for allowing our family to be together tonight, Lord. We ask you.
Katie's older sister, Lauren, kept her own vow of purity until she married Aaron, now the youth pastor at their church. Now, had you had a girlfriend before?
I had a girlfriend before.
May I ask, had you had intercourse?
At one point, I was compromised, and I did lose my virginity, and that was something that really shook who I was as a person. I lost sight of things.
1, 2, 3, go!
It's become part of my testimony, and I've helped several young people go through this. My story is, hey, if you've done this, there's restoration, and there's a way to be made whole and made new. And if you haven't done this, hey, here's my story. Don't do this. Let me tell you what it's like on the other side.
Do you think you could walk this purity path if it weren't for the church?
I definitely think it'd be really hard because I feel like if I didn't have my friends at church knowing that they are going through the same thing as I am, I feel like I'd feel so alone and I feel like I'd give up.
But as we're about to see, the Johnson girls are not so alone after all.
Because next, the Johnson family heads to the Super Bowl of Purity with fathers and daughters from across the country for the Purity Ball.